about, what, 12 or 14 matches?
Yeah, how about
both styles?
Adam Kuhn wrestled in both finals, all right?
Sir.
In the senior level. Here we go at 70 kilograms. This weight was knockdown, drag out. This one in 79. Amazing. But we got Brady Berge in the blue out of Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. He has a standing single already over the Tar Heels redshirt freshman. Both these guys redshirt freshmen. Austin O'Connor out of Illinois and now at UNC. Trip, and he's going to have a 2. And what a weight this was.
Berge, a guy who we only got to see in one college tournament this year. I believe it was Princeton Open. I think he took a loss to Mike D'Angelo. Was in the challenge tournament finals of 66 kilos last year, losing to Pat Lugo, beat David Carr there, placed ahead of Austin O'Connor. So Berge has excellent freestyle chops. A little trip attempt there from O'Connor. Looks like he's wearing his Pittsburgh Wrestling Club singlet. Pittsburgh Wrestling Classic singlet, excuse me. Pittsburgh Wrestling Club.
Berge, a Cadet World team member a couple years back. Austin O'Connor in the semifinals beat Cadet World champion David Carr in a 6-5 thriller. I think Carr was up 4-0 in that match, and then O'Connor came back. Berge has just looked amazing with an 11-0 tech over Brayton Lee. And
this is a goofy position, but they fight out of it. So 2 guys from Power States, Berge from Casson Manorville in Minnesota, and Austin O'Connor from St. Rita in Illinois. Obviously, UNC has a lot of Illinois connections with Ramos. Able to tap that and get a good one. And that UNC staff could not be higher on O'Connor. I mean, he beat in his wrestle-off this year the guy who ended up getting 4th in NCAA's and Troy Heilman. So good things coming in Chapel Hill.
On his, second month on campus.
Right.
Looking passive O'Connor, but he's been active.
I agree. And when we get to the break, I kind of want to talk about their roads to the finals, because the names these guys beat are pretty staggering.
And how the bracket played out was sort of busted up too.
Good movement from O'Connor there to not let Berge in on the shot. Berge's been just tech smashing people all weekend. Going to that 2-on-1, looking for the foot sweep again as O'Connor.
Yeah, the second time he's went to that.
And this is where you start to see the physicality of that first year in the college room as opposed to high school guys. The clubs are a little bit harder. The hand fighting's a little cleaner, right? A little more thought behind it. Berge looking to go underhook.
Berge staying with that underhook to the right side. And a lot of times off of that throughout this tournament, he's been going underhook and then that low single. What do they call that? Mark Hall started hitting it.
Pete Rose single? He's hitting that one?
Yes, but it's not. I know
it's not called Pete Rose.
It's some Russian name.
Yeah. Real quick, let me go through Austin O'Connor. 12-1 over William Moss, 5-0 over Jared Franick, a good one going to North Dakota State. 13-2 over Jacob Greenwood, 6-2 over Ja'Cory Teamer, and then 6-5 over David Carr. Brady Berge, meanwhile, 10 over...
He beat cadet medalists back-to-back.
Yeah, 10 over Ryan Rockford, pinned Morgan Foonfinger, 10 over Shane Oster, 11 over Brayton Lee, 13-2 over Jaden Van Manen.
And Jaden Van Manen teched Jared Verclaren, his Penn State teammate and cadet world champion, the round before that.
That's what you're talking about with all the world medalists that lost that round. Getting calls of blue action here.
2 world medalists just at this weight.
Connor now looking for a lefty underhook. Berge fighting out of it. Low shot. O'Connor trying to drape over the top. Berge taking his time. Hasn't stepped up. Staying below the knee. Turning into his right. Berge with Coach Casey Cunningham, Coach Cody Sanderson in his corner. A lot of the freestyle guys, you'll see Cale kind of hang back, watch from watch from afar.
Yeah, we see Casey Cunningham and Cody Sanderson in the corner for Berge. And here's a drag.
O'Connor going head in the hole. Can he finish it off? Let's see if you can get him in a quad pod position. Now this is where you got to get crafty. He wants to go wheelbarrow. That's going to be 2.
So O'Connor 2-2 lead with a half a period to go.
And, you know, thinking about this, O'Connor, who I don't remember him as often doing freestyle as Berge has a little bit more lately, but you got an Olympic bronze medalist and a 2-time world team member on your coaching staff, so they emphasize freestyle plenty in Chapel Hill.
He was very good at freestyle. He registered for Fargo 2 years in a row. He ended up not making the trip for various reasons. I think his grandmother got sick one year and whatever, so we didn't get to see him on the national stage then, but he's always been very tough freestyle.
And O'Connor leading, realizing, kind of picking up the pace, not wanting to go on the clock. I don't think there's been but one passive in this match.
Well, you know, Brady Berge is typically offensive, and I don't know what the case is here. He hasn't taken a lot of attacks, certainly not in the second period. Maybe it's O'Connor's defense and his hand fighting and controlling those ties and wrists.
And I'll tell you what, for years, Austin O'Connor, I looked at him as a very, very good guy, right? A 4, 5, 6 level guy, and he keeps creeping up, and now he's, you know, 3-2-1 type of guy. Professional match winner. Let's see if Berge can close it out, though.
Berge starts his sprint. O'Connor circling.
And O'Connor pushing forward to try and not get put on the clock here.
Berge just needs to push out. 6 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. Austin O'Connor with a 2-2 win to take the 70-kilogram crown here. And what a great weight to come through this. What a bracket.
And it's kind of like Deacon last year with 66, right? Now you don't have to go through that absurd meat grinder
again
in Rochester. You're fresh.
It's always a benefit to sit in the finals.
Yeah.
It's even more of a benefit when you have to navigate those landmines at such a deep weight class.
And he comes back from, you know, when Berge did this in the beginning, I thought it wasn't going to be a super close one, but then